Hello everyone, I'm Teacher Anderson here. I'll be teaching you this video class, but first we have some announcements. Bem, em razão a gente ter um tempo curto, né, nessas videoaulas, a gente vai saltar os exercícios que é para o workbook. A gente vai trabalhar apenas os exercícios aqui, né, que seja da sala mesmo. Quando as aulas retornarem para sua forma regular, aí o professor da turma de vocês pode trabalhar com vocês e até mais uma oportunidade de uma revisão, né, de forçar vocês a voltarem naquele conteúdo e dar uma refrescada na memória. Nessa aula, então, a gente vai para a página 22, a gente vai fazer uma revisão das unidades do interesse, vamos fazer os exercícios juntos, e nessa revisão também é mais uma oportunidade para reexplicar alguns assuntos, alguns pontos e um pouquinho mais de prática, né? Vocês podem ver também onde vocês tiveram dificuldade, o que fixou, o que não, e voltar e fazer o estudo de vocês. Okay, so we begin on page 22. Our first exercise is read the conversation, choose the correct answer. Here we go. I am. Do you like music? I love it. I go to concerts all the time. So do I. We should go together. Sure, anytime. But I don't like classical music. Oh, neither do I. Ok? Here. Quando vocês concordam com algo numa frase afirmativa, so do I. Quando vocês concordam numa frase negativa, duas pessoas não gostam de uma mesma coisa, neither or neither, two pronunciations, do I, okay? And I don't like country music. Me neither. It's not very interesting. It's not very interesting. Lembrando que está falando da música, né? Então, country music, not very interesting. Quando que a gente usaria esse aqui, interested? Se fosse a pessoa. Me neither. I am not interested in country music either. I am not interested. Okay? I am not interested in country music. Country music is not interesting to me. Going on. But most of all, I don't like jazz. What? Really? But jazz is so interesting, especially modern jazz. I think it's strange and boring. Okay? A mesma explicação do country music lá. O interesting está falando daquela qualidade da música, né? Na opinião dessa pessoa, do Luiz. Interesting. Não é para ele interesting. Ele não está interessado. So he is not interested in country music. Okay? The same thing here. Boring. He gets bored with modern jazz. So modern jazz is boring to him. Have you ever been to a jazz concert? Lembrando que isso aqui é o present perfect, usado para experiences. Have you ever been? Na forma do present perfect, na estrutura, é uma forma de have com um verbo no particípio passado, não particípio presente, particípio passado. Então, been, done, these things, okay? No, I haven't. So how do you know you don't like it? Oh, I've listened to jazz albums. Okay, so what kind of music do you like? Rap. Really? How can you like rap? Have you ever been to a rap concert? No, I guess not. Okay, here. Então aqui, galera, esse já foi um pouquinho curto. Agora, o que é o exercício 2 seria aqui? Vocês ouvirem aqui, né, e checar a resposta de vocês. Vamos ver isso.
Review units 1 to 3, page 20. 22. Listen and check your answers, then practice the content. Review units 1 to 3, page 22. Listen and check your answers, Then practice the conversation with a partner. Aya, do you like music?
I love it. I go to concerts all the time.
So do I. We should go together.
Sure, anytime. But I don't like classical music.
Oh, neither do I.
And I don't like country music.
Me neither. It's not very interesting.
But most of all, I don't like jazz.
What? Really? But jazz is so interesting, especially modern jazz.
I think it's strange and boring.
Have you ever been to a jazz concert?
No, I haven't.
So how do you know you don't like it?
Oh, I listen to jazz albums.
Okay. So what kind of music do you like?
Rap.
Really? How can you like rap?
Have you ever been to a rap concert?
No, I guess not.
Ok. Pessoal, o exercício 3, a gente vai saltar um pouquinho também o 4. Por quê? O 3, olha só, put a box around the music types in the conversation. Practice the conversation again. Então seria tampar a parte da conversation ali e com o colega vocês iam trocar. Por exemplo, dois colegas, Ana e Luísa, conversando, eu diria, Ana, do you like music? Aí Luísa responderia, I love it. I go to concerts all the time. Aí Ana diria, so do I. We should go together. Sure, anytime, but I don't like. Aí tamparia isso aqui e a Ana diria o tipo de música que ela não gosta. I don't like rock music, I don't like rap music, I don't like pop music. Ok? Então esse exercício pra gente, tanto o 3 quanto o 4, ele não dá pra fazer agora, né? Practice the conversation again, é a mesma coisa. This time, add information to say more. Então seria aqui, por exemplo, dizer really? How can you like rap? E você vai dando as opções. How can you like rap? It's so fast. The language sometimes is bad language. So give reasons why you're saying this sentence, how you're making that question. Really? Like, why? How can you like rap? Like, essa pergunta, por exemplo, quer dizer que ele não gosta. Como que você consegue gostar de rap? E dizer por que ele não gosta, ok? Algo desse tipo. So now, we go into the next page, page 23. Okay guys, now exercise 5. Look at the pictures. What do you think the woman's like? Lembrando, quando você pergunta what, blá blá blá, like, isso aqui é uma descrição da pessoa, que é uma descrição da coisa. Por exemplo, what is Viçosa's weather like? Isso aqui é uma descrição do clima de Viçosa. Okay? So, look at the picture. What is this woman like? First, let's take a look at the activity she's doing. See, there's a rubber rope around her ankles, right there. She's smiling, so it's something she likes doing. And probably she jumped from that platform up there. This is bungee jumping, right? And she's smiling, so what's she like? Correct answer would be something around, she's sporty, she's adventurous, okay? Alright, now the next exercise. Now, let's listen and check. Just listen to the reading.
Page 23. Reading. Sunday profiles. Jen Jones, extreme sports enthusiast. This week's sports lover is Jen Jones, 21, from Newport Beach, California. We interviewed her after her 5th bungee jump in Whistler, Canada. How did you become interested in extreme sports?
Growing up, my dad had a motorcycle. It was a big, shiny Harley Davidson. I wasn't allowed to ride it, but my dad would let me watch when he cleaned it and made repairs. When I was 16, he let me ride the motorcycle with him, and that was the beginning. I loved being scared and doing something a little dangerous.
Which was the first extreme sport you tried alone?
Believe it or not, it was bungee jumping when I was 17. I was really frightened, but also super excited at the same time. When I jumped, it was the best feeling ever. I've jumped 5 times now.
What's your favorite extreme sport?
Probably skydiving. It's so exciting. I've gone twice now, and I'm doing it again next month. I also really like parasailing. I love being on the water, so flying over the water is a great feeling too. I've gone a few times on vacation with my family.
Have you ever tried something too dangerous?
That's a good question. Well, last summer I went rock climbing, and I had a pretty big accident. I was in the hospital for a week. For now, I think it's too dangerous for me. I need more practice.
What's the next thing you want to try?
I've never flown a plane. I've wanted to try that for a really long time. I want to get lessons, but it's pretty expensive.
How do you relax in your free time?
That's a good question. I don't do extreme sports all the time. I love to be outdoors and near the water. So I love sailing, kayaking, and even fishing. As long as I'm close to water, I'm happy.
Okay. All right, now, exercise C, read the article. Sorry about that. Exercise, read the article, answer the questions. How did Jen Jones become interested in extreme sports? That was actually, I think the first question they made. How did you become interested in extreme sports? When I was 16, he let me ride the motorcycle with him, and that was the beginning. So how did she get interested? When she rode her dad's motorcycle. She felt good about it, and then she liked extreme sports. She loved being scared and doing something a little dangerous. Let's check your answers right there. She rode her father's motorcycle, and she loved being scared and doing something a little dangerous, all right? Now let's go to question 2. How did Jen feel when she bungee jumped for the first time? Let's go back to the text. Here. Which was the first extreme sport you tried alone? Believe it or not, it was bungee jumping when I was 17. I was really frightened but also super excited at the same time. When I jumped, it was the best feeling ever. I've jumped 5 times now. How did Jen feel when she bungee jumped for the first time? At first, she felt a little frightened. She was really frightened, but then she was very excited about this, okay? So let's check the answers. She felt frightened, but very excited. Okay, guys? 3. What are Jen's favorite extreme sports and why? So right here. Probably skydiving. It's so exciting. I've gone twice now, and I'm doing it again next month. I also really like parasailing. I love being on the water. So flying over the water is a great feeling too. I've gone a few times on vacation with my family. So her favorite extreme sports would be skydiving and parasailing. Okay, guys? Skydiving because it's exciting, and parasailing because she likes flying over the water. 4. Why does Jen think rock climbing is too dangerous? Let's take a look here. Have you ever tried something too dangerous? That's a good question. Well, Last summer I went rock climbing and I had a pretty big accident. I was in the hospital for a week. For now, I think it's too dangerous for me. I need more practice. So, why does she think rock climbing is too dangerous? Because she had a pretty big accident and she needs more practice. Here we go, let's check the answer. She had a rock climbing accident. 5. How does Jen relax in her free time? How do you relax in your free time? That's a good question. I don't do extreme sports all the time. I like to be outdoors and near the water. So, I love sailing, kayaking, and even fishing. As long as I'm close to water, I'm happy. So, how does she relax? She goes sailing, kayaking, and fishing. Okay, that's what she does. Well, group work, again, we're not going to do. We need more people to do this. Okay guys, so I hope you liked today's class, and I say goodbye to you. See you next week. Stay strong. Bye-bye.